Hello everyone, and welcome back to Soccer Unboxings. So in today's video, actually before I get into that, a sort of quick update. I have been gone for a month, and to be honest, I've just been sort of like lacking motivation and the energy to make these videos, mostly because of life, I guess. You know, I have work, I have family matters, and I also have my sort of art projects on the side that I've been working on, and it just mostly has been taking away from me taking the time to sit down and make these videos. And yeah, and I don't know, I feel like maybe that shouldn't be an excuse, but in the end, I feel like people should go at their own pace when making videos. It can be hard to like do uploads like every week, every 2 weeks. Obviously, people have their own, I don't know, motivation, time, and all that, and urge to make videos. But yeah, right now I'm just hoping to do some short videos because I feel like that's the easiest for me. Don't do anything too crazy, but yeah, we'll see how that goes overall. So today's video will mostly consist of the recent WonHobby G that just came out for GoodSmile. And there's also some other sort of like figure exhibition, which is specifically the native joint exhibition, I think it's what it's called. So more spicy figures, which I will be going over because they have had some pretty good ones that I'm excited for. But yeah, so the first ones I will go over, of course, is the GoodSmile WonHobby sort of collection, and there's a bunch I'm excited for overall. Thankfully, a lot of Nendoroids and like 2 scale figures that I have, which is good because if there were a lot of scale figures, obviously my wallet would just shatter. And yeah, so without further ado, I will get started with GoodSmile's WonHobby G. So starting off, I have my figure collection page thing right here, my list that I've had created. And essentially it has all the figures that I favorited and I put into this list to make it easier to find. And yeah, so I have a total of 17 items, and yeah, thankfully a little more concise than that horrible WonHobby video I did where I decided to talk about every figure, which was a stupid idea because that took a lot of time and a lot of energy and it was a lot of stress. So doing this, just talking about my favorites that I found, is a lot easier overall. So we'll get started with the Nendoroids essentially from this list. And yeah, starting off, we have the fan favorite Anya Froyer from Spy X Family. Very excited to see that this Nendoroid has already been painted and, you know, just come out of nowhere, just be a big surprise to a lot of people. And I think she looks overall just so cute. And I guess the one thing a lot of people are maybe kind of worried about is the scaling of these figures, especially Anya, because she is, of course, a child. And considering the fact that they have the Lloyd and Yor Nendoroids up, you know, are going to be up in the future, the scaling, you know, because I feel like most people would like to have all 3 of these Nendoroids, and having them just together will look a little weird. Well, like, Lloyd and Yor, they'll look fine together, but Anya, she's probably gonna look a little bit off, considering that if she's, like, normal Nendoroid size, it's gonna look weird. We're gonna have a tall Anya. But yeah, hopefully maybe GoodSmile does something about this. They shrink it down a little bit, but right now I'm just very excited for her. I've really been enjoying Spy X Family. And yeah, hopefully we also see what sort of meme-worthy faces that she comes with. And going on with that list, of course, we have Lloyd. Lloyd looks overall great. I do kind of like how they have their sort of like outfits. Like Lloyd has a sort of spy outfit on. And yeah, I do like that. I don't know, it would kind of be kind of cute to get like a sort of cozy at-home outfit, but I'm just overall happy that they chose these outfits for them. And in the sort of drafts, we have Yor in her Thorn Princess outfit. I really do like this outfit for her. I do kind of hope that they also include maybe like a sort of goofy face, even though this is supposed to be like a sort of more serious sort of figure-ish. But yeah, overall, I'm just very excited to see these 3 already up. And of course I will be pre-ordering all 3 because I feel like you can't have one without the others. So yeah, they'll all look so cute together overall. After her, we have a Helltaker Nendoroid. Justice was recently colored and I think she looks fantastic overall. And I just really love this blue color that they use for her pants and her jacket. Like, that's just a very appealing looking color to me. And she just overall looks great. I do kind of worry about the pricing because Lucifer was around 5,900 yen, which I felt like maybe a little bit expensive. But I guess considering like the sculpt of these characters, maybe, I don't know. I don't know what goes into making these figures the prices that they are essentially, but I'm actually quite excited to get her. And I think, you know, she'll look probably very nice next to Lucifer. After that, we have the Uta figure from the anime movie Bubble. Now, I think this character design is very cute. I have seen the movie. Some people think it's a little bit boring, and I think you mostly just watch the movie for just the spectacle of it all because it's very well animated. I really like the parkour scenes, and to be honest, I don't know, I didn't really find this movie boring, and I found Uta to be a very cute character overall. And why she looks like this, you have to kind of watch the movie to understand why, you know, she wears this sort of mismatched outfit. But overall, she's just a very cute character. The only thing is, I'm not sure if I'll definitely pre-order her just because she's adorable, but I don't know. Depends on the price, depends what she comes with. I'll have to see. So right now, this is actually a figure I'm very tentative about pre-ordering. So when the pre-order comes up, I'll see if I pre-order her or not. After her, we have the Megara Nendoroid from Hades. I'm very excited for this Nendoroid because, you know, I already pre-ordered Zagreus. Thanatos has his prototype up, and yeah, I feel like you just need this trio of characters. I'm kind of a little upset, not upset, a little bit like kind of wishing that they did like a sort of concept for her like they did with Thanatos in the previous like WonHobby. You know, just to get an idea of kind of what she's going to look like as an Nendoroid, but I'm just right now overall excited to, you know, see how she looks in Nendoroid form. I'm also kind of wanting her to come with like a little Dusa, because Dusa is kind of like the fourth, you know, like the third like sort of friend to Zagreus, and I think just having her as like a head, or just having her as like an extra part with Meg, I think that would be pretty fantastic overall. So Megara, definitely excited to see her Nendoroid form. After Megara, well, I have to show off, of course, Thanatos' prototype. I think he looks great overall. I do think he kind of looks so bulky up top, and I think it's mostly because of his outfit and his shoulder pieces make him look kind of bulky. But I still think he looks adorable overall, and the mini scythe is just... any character with scythes in their design, it's like it's instant. It's an instant love, you know. But yeah, obviously so excited to see him painted. I think, I don't know, I have to see him painted. I need to see him painted, but of course I will be pre-ordering him just to also go with Zagreus because I ship that. So of course. After Thanatos, we have the Sasaki and Miyano Nendoroids. So I saw these guys back in the previous WonHobby when Miyano was a prototype and Sasaki was in a sort of like concept illustration. And these kind of made me want to watch the anime because I said they were cute. And then I came across some dub clips on YouTube, and yeah, I immediately watched the show and I really enjoyed the dub. Some anime dubbed hit me a little bit more than subbed, so yeah, this was one of them. And overall, Miyano looks super cute. I love his sweater. That looks adorable, and Sasaki looks... he looks cool. I don't know. I have to see him colored though. But yeah, they're overall looking very good overall, and I need them together. I feel like you cannot have one without the other in this case. So yeah, very excited for, you know, probably to get Miyano first, and eventually when Sasaki gets up for pre-order, very excited to get them because I need them together overall. And of course, I'm very excited for the second season whenever that comes out because, yeah, I really enjoyed the anime overall. After them is actually the last Nendoroid on this list. We have the Hatsune Miku 15th anniversary version Nendoroid. This is a Nendoroid I fell instantly in love with when I saw this colored like version. You know, all the colors essentially is what drew me to this Nendoroid. I love the theme with the strawberries. She's like kind of like a strawberry maid-ish sort of outfit. The twin tails look absolutely amazing. I love how it's like hollow on the inside. The plate, the fork, the little macaron. This is just probably, after seeing this, I'm like, this has to be one of my favorite Miku designs I've ever seen. It just looks fantastic, and definite pre-order because it's such a cute Miku overall. So that actually kind of concludes all of the, well, right now the Nendoroids that I favorited, which were quite a fair bit. And obviously some look like they're going to be up for pre-order soon because they're colored. And yeah, I'm just right now excited for these Nendoroids again. Pretty much I'll probably be pre-ordering all of them, and except for maybe Uta, who's, you know, on the F side. But yeah, overall I'm very happy with the Nendoroid selection for this one fest. And yeah, so now I will be moving on to, of course, the two scales that I have favorited for this one hobby. So now I am moving on to the two scale figures from the GoodSmile WonHobby that I have favorited, and of course, because I love the Hatsune Miku 15th anniversary version Nendoroid, I favorited the scale version, which usually I'm not the type to get like a scale version of the figure and then like the Nendoroid. Like, these two are like just amazing, so I'm like, I want both essentially, because, you know, having that Nendoroid with the custom ability, I guess, I don't even know if that's a word, how customizable like the Nendoroid will be, and then just having this beautifully detailed scale like right next to each other, I think they'll look adorable. And yeah, again, this design is just overall fantastic, and I'm just so excited to see how this scale turns out because it's like my new favorite Miku design. And yeah, very excited overall. And it's, of course, you know, Sweet's theme. I love characters with sweet themes because I have a big sweet tooth, so yeah, very excited for her. And the last one is another Miku. Miku kind of took over for me in the scale figure department, and it is, of course, the Rose Cage Miku. The sculpt on this one is overall fantastic. I love just the intricate folds and the frills on this dress and her twin tails. It just looks gorgeous. I don't know. This Miku just has a gorgeous design. I do kind of think they maybe could have had her without the chair, not the chair, the base. I wonder if they could do it without it. But at the same time, I think she'd be kind of heavy, so the chair wouldn't hold her up. And so yeah, obviously I'm just excited to just see it, you know, colored overall. Hopefully the base looks nice, because, you know. But yeah, definitely another two Miku scales, like, just took my breath away, and I'm just very excited to pre-order both in the future. But yes, that is it for the scales. Pretty short. There weren't many that kind of stood out to me. And yeah, both of them Miku, of course. So now we are going to be moving on to a little bit more of a spicy section. We're going to be moving on to Native's Joint Exhibition, I think is what it's called. So a lot of R18 figures, essentially, but there were a lot of good ones. So of course I had to point out some of my favorites. So I'll get started with that. So now we are moving on to the little bit more spicy section, the R18 section, the Native Joint Exhibition sort of figures that Native have announced. You know, there's a whole bunch of prototypes There's some that have been colored, and yeah, I'm just overall excited to go through some of them. So I'll get started mostly on the ones that I'm like iffy about pre-ordering. Like, I think they're nice, but I'm like, do I really want them? Essentially, that's just how I've been feeling about like some of these in particular. So the first one is the original character L. This is based off an illustration by Saitom, who is known for the DF series of figures, and I don't know if it's a he or she, I feel like it's a he, but you know, I'll just say, you know, they do a lot of very like beautiful illustrations that I really love their art style. And just, I don't know, something about like this maid character, she looks very cute. I love just the whole lacy design of it, and I don't know, just this design overall. The fan kind of being a little bit ridiculous, but I mean, she's just cooling off. I don't know. This one, it's like, I think she's cute, but it's like, do I really want her? I'll have to see when she's colored, and then that'll be probably my decision essentially for this character. But yeah, there's her. And the kind of next one I'm on the line about is the original character China Dress Girl with Incense by Native and Rocket Boy. So the illustrators is Denim, I think that's how you pronounce it. And yeah, it's essentially this girl, and she's just got like incense in her hand. And yeah, if I can find the original illustration to, you know, just to take a look at. I don't know, I like this outfit, and I like her little sort of things at the top of her head. I don't know what they are, but she looks very cute. Some people are a fan of like, or so like one comment about the feet. Yeah, someone liked the design of the previous art, but they're not a fan of this. And I guess the one thing that's kind of keeping me back from getting this is the chest. Because you're obviously gonna see some stuff, and there's probably like kind of no-ish way of covering it. And you know, there's obviously some pictures I won't be able to show, but yeah, I prefer to have like the option of it just being like not noticeable. Like my Miss Orangette is kind of crossing that line slightly, like it's not too noticeable from a distance, but when you get up close you can kind of tell. This one is like you can tell, and that's just not the type of figure I'm too comfortable with. I really like the design, but just that factor alone kind of keeps me from getting this figure. So yeah. Yeah, those two. One just because of sort of like the way they sculpted the figure, and the other one is just not too sure about. So now moving on to ones that are kind of definite. I actually just have like 3 on here that are definite. The first one is the original character Nure China, I think that's her name, by Native and Rocket Boy. All I can say is a very thick looking wolf girl, I think, or fox girl. I'm not too sure what exactly she is. So the thing that actually drew me to this character was the lovely original illustration. I love the cherry blossom sort of sleeves look. Anything with cherry blossoms. I mean, Ultimate Sakura, it's in my name. It's in my username and my OC. I would like to have characters with, you know, cherry blossom motifs, because I guess that's another sort of figure shelf goal with characters with a whole cherry blossom theme. And this one, I don't know, I just really love like the design and just the cherry blossoms, and even like in this prototype there's a little cherry blossom tree. So I'm like, yes. I guess the one thing I hope obviously is that in her original illustration she comes with the top to cover it up. Essentially, you know, up there and down there, which I'm sure they will, I hope, you know, because I prefer the option, of course. But yeah, definitely overall a beautiful character, and definitely one of the top ones from the Native joint collection. And now the last 2 we have are actually bunny girls, and these ones very, oh my god. Yeah, binding bunnies, I do think, you know, very I don't know, I'm comfortable with having for the most part, some more than others, but these ones, you know, I can dig. So the first one is the original character, Queen Bee Miss Honey by Binding. The original illustrator is Himuro Shunsuke, I think? Yeah. It's a bee girl. Like, I don't know, it's unique. It's different. And, yeah, I don't know, I just think it's very cool, like, character design overall. I love the translucent wings, I like the outfit, the shoes, the, you know, the ears, they're supposed to be antennae for the bee. I also, you know, also the little wine glass full of honey. But yeah, just an overall, like, unique character like this is definitely, like, one that I'm very much considering pre-ordering. So, sorry, back to this figure. Yeah, I don't know, it's just overall very unique. You know, a bee, I think that'd be kind of cute, like having a bee girl, essentially. And also people are wondering if she's gonna have a stinger in the back, which I think would be, like, obviously a nice touch to the bee motif. And yeah, I'm just overall in love with this figure. It's like, it's definite. To me, this is a very definite pre-order. I feel like for this pose, it's maybe pushing it a bit, but I feel like just the concept overall, I just really love, and this design is just so cute overall. And the last one, Saki and Mama is back. They have blessed us with another binding bunny. We have the Mio Blue binding bunny. And this is definitely going to get pre-ordered because, you know, I really love the Caroline Yuri bunny. And this one just looks fantastic overall. I love the little heart that's like on her her chest area, little stars under her eyes, and just, I don't know, just Saki and Mama, they just do such wonderful illustrations. And, you know, when I have Caroline, I definitely want to have this bunny right next to her. And yeah, it's just definitely a beautiful bunny. I do like Caroline a bit more, but I can't go wrong with this bunny. So yes, I'm very excited for when this bunny gets put up for pre-order. And yeah, so that actually ends the native section of this. There's definitely a bunch more native, like, sort of scale figures that I want. And yeah, obviously very excited to see some of these painted, and I'm very excited for those bunnies or bee figure. The one bunny and bee figure that are going to be up for pre-order. Seems like soon because they're colored. So yeah, obviously very excited for, you know, pretty much like all these figures for the most part. So that pretty much ends the WonHobby G and the Native Joint exhibition. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of figures that I want. Thankfully, some that don't break the wallet, you know, in the form of Nendoroids. And I don't know, just I've quite enjoyed the selection that they had overall, and there's just a bunch I'm really anticipating, and hopefully they're all, like, sort of, like, distant apart from each other, where, you know, I don't have spend, like, a lot of money in a month. But yeah, so let me know what figures you guys have seen from the WonHobby G, or if you're into more cultured figures, the Native Joint exhibition. And yeah, so obviously that was my selection. It's going to be up on my figure collection if you guys want to take a look. And yeah, so thank you all for your patience, and I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night wherever you are, and take it easy. Goodbye.